Hello, everybody, and happy October, and welcome to Urban Review. As you know, October is seasonally the harvest time, and the work that we are doing in prevention is planting seeds that will grow and help the community to grow and prosper and keep going and doing better as we try and create a drug-free community on Detroit's west side. As you know, the month of October is National Health Literacy Month. It is National Mental Illness Awareness Month. It is National Bullying Prevention Awareness Month. It is National Crime Prevention Month. It is National Depression Education and Awareness Month. It is also National Substance Abuse Prevention Month. And we are also in the month of Talk About Prescriptions Month and National Youth Against Tobacco Month. And we know that we want to also include that it is International Strategic Planning and Development Month. And then we've have upcoming the Global Health Equity Week, which is October the 23rd through the 27th. And the Mental Health Illness Awareness Week was October the 6th through the 12th. And the National Collegiate Alcohol Awareness Week is October 13th through the 19th. So that's the week that we're in right now. And in fact, I will be traveling to Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, on Saturday for their homecoming. And during that time, we will be distributing substance abuse prevention and alcohol awareness materials. And also on October the 26th, we're going to have National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. And the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development, in collaboration with the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development, as well as the members of Hartford Memorial Baptist Church, will be conducting a prescription drug DEA Take-Back Day. And that's going to be Saturday, October the 26th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Hartford Memorial Baptist Church Wellness Center, which is located at 14,000 West 7 Mile. And that facility will also be open on Wednesday of this week and Wednesday of next week. And on each Wednesday, they distribute food and other resources to the community. Once again, that location is 14,000 West 7 Mile. And on Saturday, October the 26th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., you can stop by and keep clean and safe prescription drugs. Clean out your medicine cabinet. We know that oftentimes we get a prescription, we only take half of it, and then we leave it sitting in our medicine cabinet or sitting on a shelf. And oftentimes that leads to abuse, because some of our grandchildren or some of our neighbors and friends stop by the house and they see those half-filled prescription bottles, and somehow they slip them into their pocket, and then they get abused. And then oftentimes we become the abuser by having a friend come by the house and say, oh, I got a backache, or oh, my neck is hurting, or oh, my shoulder is hurting, or oh, my stomach is upset. And the first thing we want to do is say, well, hey, I have some pills that the doctor prescribed for me when I had that same problem. Here, let me give them to you. And what you might be doing is actually harming the person, because we don't know what that person's allergies are, what they're allergic to. And what is good for the goose is not always good for the gander. And what is a prescription for you is just your personal prescription. It should not be shared. And the Prescription Drug Take Back Day gives you an opportunity to rid your medicine cabinet of those harmful products and get them out of the house. And we don't want to flush them down the toilet. We don't want to put them in our sewage system. We don't want to put them in our water system. So therefore, we want to turn them in. Those prescription drugs get incinerated by the DEA and by the Detroit Police Department, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. And so please come by 14,000 West 7 Mile on Saturday, October the 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. so that you can discard your prescription drugs appropriately. And there will be other locations that are available throughout the city of Detroit where you can discard your prescription drugs appropriately and get rid of those materials. And as I indicated, the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development will also be, as part of our observation of Substance Abuse Prevention Month, conducting Red Ribbon Week activities. And Red Ribbon Week was designed by the DEA to give special recognition to the family of fallen DEA officer Rafael Menendez, who was killed in the line of duty. And so as a result, they created Red Ribbon Week, where all youth across the entire nation take a pledge to be drug-free and to live a drug-free lifestyle. And then they also give an opportunity for substance abuse prevention organizations like mine to share meaningful and needed information. So there will be Red Ribbon Week activities taking place at Bethune Elementary School, and we are excited to be there with those young people and share Red Ribbon Week activities. We've also already had one Red Ribbon Week activity during the youth prayer breakfast that took place at Hartford Baptist Church last Saturday. We had over 30 young people who were willing to take the pledge to be drug-free and to live a drug-free lifestyle. So we're really excited about that, and we look forward to your participation. Also, on October the 31st, Halloween, there will be a trunk or treat event at the Hartford Memorial Baptist Church, 18700 James Cozzens Highway, and there will be trunk or treat activities as well as other resource materials that will be distributed to the families and to the young people. So come on out and participate in the trunk or treat that's going to take place on Halloween afternoon at Hartford Memorial Baptist Church in the East parking lot. And that will be a wonderful event. That is 18700 James Cozzens Highway. That's right off of the Lodge, very close to 7 Mile. You'll see a wonderful, wonderful display out there. And there's going to be a really, really fun time at our trunk or treat activity, October the 31st, 18700 James Cozzens Highway in the East parking lot of Hartford Memorial Baptist Church. Also, today, the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development will be conducting our monthly meeting. And as you know, our strategy is to create a drug-free community on Detroit's West Side by developing meaningful collaboratives with other community organizations and providing resources and materials and opportunities to the folks in our community. The 48238, 48235, and 48204 zip code areas on Detroit's West Side. That's Detroit's 2nd District, so that we can create a drug-free community. And in order to participate in our coalition meeting, just call in on Zoom. The meeting ID number is 790-495-5710. Once again, that's 790-495-7510. And the password is CUYFD. That's C as in center, and U as in urban, and then Y as in youth, F as in family, and D as in development. The password is CUYFD. Call in to our monthly coalition meeting. We are a drug-free community coalition funded by the Office of National Drug Control Policy. And you can call in and be a part of the efforts that we're working on to create a drug-free community on Detroit's West Side. Once again, the Zoom ID number is 790-495-5710, and the password is CUYFD. Be a part of our coalition meeting. It starts at 6 o'clock p.m., and we are very respectful of your time. We will be getting out of there very expeditiously at 7 o'clock p.m., so we start on time, we end on time, we respect your time. So please be a part of our coalition for a drug-free community. And we will be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
You will love your Avis Ford, because at Avis Ford, we make it easy to get you your no money down monthly payment right over the phone. We call it Shop by Phone, and it's the best way we know to get you your payment options fast. You want leather and a sunroof? How about an upgrade to all-wheel drive? Just give us a call. Shop online, shop by phone, or visit us at Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is a nonprofit organization that focuses on preventing personal problems we believe are facilitated by being raised in a foster care environment, or remediating potential problems through education and information to the community. Our programs focus on 3 key areas: youth aging out of foster care, community action, and healthcare. Our programs are focused on young adults in the foster care system who are about to age out, those that have just aged out, and the community at large. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development hosts a variety of services focusing on the needs of foster care youth throughout the community. We also work with numerous community coalitions in our effort to provide the best services for our clients and to help build stronger communities. We believe that a healthy mind and body are cornerstones to a healthy and prosperous community. The Center also engages our community in mental health and wellness advocacy, as well as suicide prevention. Fostered youth emerge from the foster care system vulnerable to substance abuse, with little opportunity to obtain higher education or develop life skills. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development empowers youth that are in and transitioning out of the foster care system to overcome the struggles and challenges by providing them substance abuse prevention, life skills training, and workforce development programs. Drawing from the life experiences of our founder, Mr. Marcel Arbuckle, we open the door to positive and productive life through education, health, and life skills development. For more information, you can visit our website at cuyfddetroit.org or check out our social media at cuyfddetroit.
Meet Danny, high school senior, 17 years of age, all A student. Danny is just now finding out he scored 1,490 out of 1,600 on his SAT. Danny's friend decided to ask, "How did you do it?" Danny replied, "I believe every day is a test. To fail or succeed, you choose." The effects of vaping is the one test that Danny chose not to study for.
Vaping does not discriminate on who becomes addicted. Over 2 million high school students use some type of electronic cigarette device. The top tobacco companies also own vaping devices. The FDA found that vaping contains some of the same toxic chemicals as regular cigarettes that lead to cancer. So whether you smoke traditional cigarettes with tobacco or smoke electronic cigarettes using nicotine, your health is at risk. There's no safe way to smoke. For more information, contact the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development.
The non-medical use of prescription drugs, including opioids, is a growing concern in our communities, affecting all ages, including our youth. If the medication wasn't prescribed to you or has expired, don't take it. If your name isn't on the bottle, it's not meant for you to swallow. Addiction is real, and lives are being ruined. Worse yet, lost.
Visit preventiondetroit.org/opioids to find prescription Dropbox locations.
My fear is not being myself and putting others in harm whenever I'm under the influence. Did you know drivers with a BSC of .08 are 4 times more likely to get in a crash than those with a 0?
There is a reason why the legal drinking age is 21. Underage drinking is ugly because teens who start to drink before the age of 15 are 12 times more likely to be unintentionally injured.
Over 300 fatal crashes and almost 4,000 injury crashes were alcohol related.
Death is ugly, especially senseless avoidable accidents. Yet on average, every 52 minutes, an alcohol-impaired driving fatality occurs.
Fees and fines are ugly and I want to get paid, not owing anybody money. If everyone obeyed new driving policies with a BAC of no more than .05, alcohol-impaired driving fatalities, injuries, and total costs could decrease by 71 through 77%.
Help us remind others to not be ugly with alcohol and keep alive with .05. This message was brought to you by the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. For more information on how you can get involved, email admin@mycap.org.
Hello and welcome back to Urban Review. As I stated earlier, this month is Substance Abuse Prevention Month, or Substance Misuse Prevention Month. And one of the substances that we often forget about and don't take quite as seriously as we should is tobacco use, especially tobacco use amongst our teenagers and our young people. And a lot of people think that because it's not targeted on as much as we think, that it's not illegal. But in December of 2019, the president signed the Tobacco 21 Act into law. And this federal act raises the minimum age of sale of tobacco products, including cigarettes, cigars, and e-cigarettes, to it raised the age from 18 to 21. And now all states are required to follow the Federal Tobacco 21 Act. The Federal Food and Drug Administration oversees the enforcement of the minimum age level, and they have some issues with retailers being in compliance. Well, in July of 2022, our governor signed a legislative package to raise the state age of the purchase of tobacco products, vape products, alternative nicotine products from age 18 to 21. So hopefully this television show will make you aware that no, it is not okay for someone to smoke at age 18. You must be 21, not only to utilize tobacco products, but to purchase them. And so our retailers are responsible for making sure that our high school seniors who are age 17, 18, and 19 do not stop and pick up a package of cigarettes on the way to school, nor should they be able to stop in and purchase what we now call a Lucy by buying one cigarette. And a lot of our gas stations and convenience stores are selling that. And the legislative package tool took effect immediately and amended the Michigan Youth Tobacco Act, or what is called the YTA, and brought Michigan in line with the federal Tobacco 21 legislation. And the actual act in Michigan actually reads, "No person shall sell, give, or furnish a tobacco product, vapor product, or alternative nicotine product to an individual under the age of 21. Any person who sells, gives, or furnishes tobacco, vapor, or alternative nicotine products to an underage person is guilty of a misdemeanor punishable by a fine. This is up to $100 for the first offense, up to $500 for the second offense, and up to $2,500 for third and following offenses. And state and local law enforcement can enforce this minimum legal sale age of 21. Once again, let me repeat. It is not only the person who sells, but any person who gives or furnishes a tobacco product, a vapor product, or an alternative nicotine product to anyone under the age of 21 has committed a crime. That misdemeanor crime is punishable by, for the first offense, a fine up to $100. For the second offense, the fine up to $500. And for a third or any other additional offenses, it is $2,500. So, individuals under the age of 21 shall not purchase or attempt to purchase a tobacco, vape, or alternative nicotine product. They shall not possess or attempt to possess a tobacco, vape, or nicotine or alternative nicotine product. They shall not use a tobacco, vape, or alternative nicotine product, and they should not attempt to purchase a tobacco, vape, or alternative nicotine product. So, the Michigan Youth Tobacco Act has been clearly defined, and there is a sign that is required for retailers to display that says that retail stores that sell vape, tobacco, nicotine products, or any store that sells those products is required to post a sign that indicates that the purchase of these products are illegal for anyone under the age of 21, and the sign is to be posted close to the register, and customers and employees must be able to easily see that sign. So now, where should Youth Tobacco Act signs be placed? Once again, no more than 6 feet from the point of sale, and the sign needs to be at least 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches with the statement in 36-point bold-face type. All right? And, retailers understand this, and here is a nuance. For a federal violation of this law, the owner of the retail establishment will be fined if the tobacco products are sold to a person under 21, and this is enforced by the Federal Food and Drug Administration. In the state of Michigan, it is the clerk who sells the tobacco product and not the store owner who will be fined if they are identified as breaking the law. And this enforcement of this law is done by state and local law enforcement. So what happens? Well, here in the city of Detroit and in various communities and neighborhoods, our local law enforcement works together with organizations like mine, and we identify a teenager who is 17 or 18, and we send that person into the store, and they announce, hey, I'm 17, I'm 18, let me buy a pack of cigarettes. And if the clerk is willing to sell that product to that underage person, then they walk outside of the store and show that to the police officer, and the person is fined, the clerk is fined. So basically it's a sting operation. And not only have we conducted these sting operations in retailers that sell tobacco, but also these sting operations have been conducted at some of the various dispensaries and marijuana retail outlets. And lo and behold, just like with tobacco, there have been retailers that have been willing to sell these products to our children. So it is critical that we are willing to stand up for our own community and do what is right in order to make sure that these products are not available to our children, and that the people who do business in our community respect us and respect our children to enable them to not sell these products to our kids. So what does the state of Michigan and the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services do? As I just indicated, we run the SINAR program, which is a sting operation to identify. We also educate retailers by going to them, sharing this information, and also the Federal Drug and Food Administration, or the FDA, does inspections. A SINAR inspection is a random, annual, unannounced inspection which is conducted to measure Michigan's progress in reducing youth tobacco access, and the state is required to have a regular violation rate, a percentage of the number of people that are willing to sell these products available to the FDA so they can come in and do a follow-up. So as I indicated, be aware that in the state of Michigan, not only is it illegal for a young person under the age of 21 to purchase, use, or possess, but it is also illegal to sell, provide, or furnish these products to anyone under the age of 21. And as we come to the close of our show, we know that this is Substance Abuse Prevention Month. Please be aware of it. Please be working with your community members, with your friends, your neighbors, and your family to share how tragic, how terrible substance abuse is. And if you need some help, reach out to the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development. That's CUYFDDetroit@gmail.org, or give us a call at 313-340-3101. And as I wrap up today, I wrap up with those words: when you're up against some trouble, meet it squarely face to face, plant your feet, set your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. And when the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, you may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. And if it's failed to try and dodge it in spite of all that you can do, remember, running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you'll be set. But remember, you're simply facing what other men have met. So if you fail, fall still fighting, don't give up. Whatever you do, keep your eyes to the front, head high to the finish, and see it through. Because out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, and under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloodied, but I'm bowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. For it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the captain of my fate and the master of my soul. Thank you for watching Urban Review.